to come into consciousness on the Day of Judgment is Prophet Moses. Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, said the most honorable person is Prophet Yusuf, the son of a prophet and the grandson of a prophet and the great-grandson of a prophet. So when you study the Prophet Muhammad, he gave all of these prophets some peculiarity, something about them that other people didn't have, something extra, something special. Now, what is that brick that's missing? What is that little thing that the Prophet Muhammad brought that was different from all the prophets? Again, I want to keep emphasizing the point that our job as Muslims is to help the Christians and the Jews understand Islam. Both Jews and Christians respect Prophet Abraham. But who respects Prophet Abraham more? Study the Muslim faith. Muslims have to pray 5 times a day, every day. And at the end of our prayer, we must say, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad, kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim, innaka hamidun majid. Oh Allah, bless Muhammad and bless the followers of Muhammad as you already blessed Prophet Abraham and the followers of Prophet Abraham. And this is something that Muslims pray every day in their prayer 5 times a day. So we're linked to Prophet Ibrahim, Prophet Abraham. We're tied to him. And as you know, Islam is a faith that makes us part of its basic fundamental principle that they must believe in all the prophets that came before, and they must believe in all the scriptures that the prophets brought. This is the point that we want to emphasize to the Jews and to the Christians. Let me go to the point finally about what is in the Quran that we know for sure is different in any other script. Once the angel Jibril alayhi salatu wasalam was sitting with Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, and he heard a noise above him. وَرَفَعَ رَأْيُهُ, the Prophet says, and he raised his head and said to the Prophet, هَذَا بَابٌ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ, here is a door from paradise, from the sky, that has been opened this day, have never been opened before. And from that door came an angel, came down to the earth, and this angel has never been down to earth before. And this angel said to the Prophet, Assalamu alaikum, he greeted the Prophet. And then he told the Prophet, Abshir, have the good news, bin nuraini, 2 lights, that has been given to you, Prophet Muhammad, that has never been given to any prophet before. These 2 lights represent to me the key of the Quran. What was given, what's in the Quran, that's not anywhere else. It's not in Injil, it's not in the Torah, it's not in the Gospel of Jesus, it's not in the Torah of Moses. Number 1, he said, Surah Al-Fatiha, the first chapter of the book, the Quran. To me, the thing that the Christians and the Jews are missing is guidance. Now, how do I know that? Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, said that, talking to his followers, you will follow the way of the people that came before you, step by step, inch by inch, so that if they crawled in the hole of a lizard, you will fall right behind them. Qalu, they said, his companions, Ya Rasulullah, al-Yahuda wal-Nasara, do you mean the Jews and the Christians? And the Prophet said, Faman, who else? So we learn from this is that the Christians and the Jews who had received the right guidance had left the path. And now it's the job of the Muslims to bring them back. But how do we bring them back? I believe that we bring them back by not with something new, but with the same teachings. But the recognition that there's 2 lights that the Prophet Muhammad has, a brick that's missing that they don't have. آمن رسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون, that the messenger believes in what was revealed to him, and so do the believers. This is that beginning of the last 2 verses of Surah Al-Baqarah, and it also ends with Muslims making a supplication to Allah, asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that he would not put on us a burden like he put on those who came before us. So in my conclusion, Muslims have a lot of work to do. of inviting these people to Islam. I remember once Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told Mu'adh, he said, Mu'adh, you're going to Yemen, min ahli kitab, among the people of the book. Let the first thing that you invite them to is the oneness of Allah. When they accept that, then inform them that Allah has made incumbent upon them to pray 5 times a day. And when they pray 5 times a day, when they understand that, then explain to them Allah has made incumbent upon them to pay the zakat. Now, it's interesting to note that 1400 years ago, no Muslims in Yemen, nothing but Christians and Jews. But yet, open up an almanac and turn to the end in the country called Yemen, you will find out nearly 100% of the people of Yemen are Muslim because of the vision that Prophet Muhammad had 1400 years ago, and that is given the guidance to the people there, but in the best way. I close with these words. Allah in the Quran says, "Ud'u ila sabili rabbika bil hikmah wa ma'idhatin hasana wa jadilhum billati hi ahsan." Call to the way of thy Lord with wisdom and beautiful preaching, and argue with them in ways that are best. And Allah admonished the Muslims in the Quran, do not argue with the people of the book except in ways that are best. What I've been talking about these last few moments is talking to the people of the book, but in the best way, the way that Allah has given to us. He says to tell them, we believe in what was revealed to us and what was revealed to you, the people of the book. Our God and your God is one, and we submit our will to do His will. So I conclude, my brothers and sisters from India or wherever you may be, I pray to Allah that the Muslims are sensitive, wherever they are. If there are some people who are surrounded in their land by Hindus, then they have to be understand how to talk to Hindus. If they live in an area that is surrounded by Buddhists, they have to be very sensitive to the people who study the religion of, who practice the religion of Buddhism. But if you're in places like America, where the dominating people, dominating religion is Christianity and Judaism, then we must learn how to invite them. I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He can bless us and bless our efforts. We ask you to make dua for us, and I pray that Allah will bless you in whatever area you are to bring and invite the people to the religion of Islam. Walhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.